but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, and I have a cast of thousands with me tonight. One person I'm surprised is here, and I'm glad he is. Glad he's feeling better. I see my man Tyler down there. What's up, Tyler? How you doing? Glad you're feeling better, brother. All right, let's go ahead and bring everyone in. First off, I'm bring my man Tyler in. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm happy to be back and feeling at least a little better than what I was.
Yes. I'm glad you're back, man. Glad you're back. All right, next up, he is our special guest of the night. He's been on the show before. He fits in exactly what we do here. Bring my man Richard Duree in. Rick, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back.
Hey guys, got the heroic award right here. I'm always promoting everything. That's what I do. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. This is a great show.
Thank you. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Next up, let me go ahead and bring my co-host in, my man Shaw. Shaw, what's going on?
Sup? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
Chilling.
Yeah, for real. Next up, let me bring my buddy in anime. He's my buddy, man. We talk about anime all the doggone time and all the stuff I ain't gonna watch because she watches it. Let me bring my man, let me give my girl Janae in. Janae, what's up?
How's it going, everyone?
What's going on, Janae?
I'm eating dinner right now.
The heck? You didn't
sharing?
You didn't bring any for us?
Yeah.
No, it's just a burger and curly fries just for me.
Oh, Janae, you're gonna bring me some curly fries right now.
That's just so disrespectful.
I'm just across town. You can bring me some curly fries right now.
As much as you promote food wars, you think you will actually sell some food with the group.
Sorry.
Weren't we supposed to have something about that with the Krabby Patty thing?
Yes, we will. We're gonna do that. We're gonna eat one on air. We're gonna do it.
That drops like in middle September or
I think it's mid-September. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna eat it on the air. That's my goal. I'm gonna eat it on the air and let y'all know how it is.
I want to try the pineapple frosty.
I can't believe that man sold out. He sold out. He sold the recipe. He sold out. Damn. All right. And last but certainly not least, let's bring our resident video game streamer on. Diamond, what's up?
What's up, everyone?
How you doing?
Doing good.
All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Rick, my friend, you have something brand new that you want to tell us all about. Go ahead and tell us about it.
I'm the messenger. I can't claim any of the creation of this project of Vigilante Combat. 16 indie comics characters, independent creators who have put their blood, sweat, and tears into creating their comics. And then Aries, the artist, said, you know what? I'm going to code this. I'm going to put it on Steam. We're going to have a fighting game. We're going to have indie character versus indie character going at it. It reminds me a lot of that movie in the 90s, The Quest. I
remember that movie.
With Van Damme, and he's playing the kickboxer against all the other martial art styles. It just reminds me of that. We're playing indie character versus indie character in a fighting game. Throws you back to Killer Instinct style fighting. No one's really done this that I've seen. They're just trying to promote the indie community just because they love it. And Aries is doing that. This is the difference, though. His quality is so high that I had to totally be a fanboy for it and come on here and talk about it.
So the game is centered around it's a fighting game. So is it indie characters that just is it like a huge collab of just indie guys putting their characters and giving them their own individual moves, or is it more like, because you came on the show before with your comics, are some of your characters in there?
I have a character in there, Ace, my main character for my Orphan Bloodline series. He's the guy with the blood disorder, and he ends up being able to shoot blood bullets. I mean, I just love my character. And Aries and I had worked on some art together. He said, "Hey, Rick, I'll use your character if you want. And I said, yes, please. That sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Okay.
he drew up my character. And actually, in one of the videos that I sent over to you guys, my character is fighting. Now, again, let me be honest with everybody here. I'm being honest. This is beta. We're getting the moves down. We're getting the secret moves, the special moves down. We're getting the background graphics. Yeah, we're getting the stances. We're getting the magic movement of the swords and the guns and all that. And that's okay. That's all part of the Kickstarter process is to build something here. But if we can show some of those graphics, I'll walk you through it. But it makes me happy to see that Ares is taking it so seriously that each character moves similar to how they moved in their own comic. When they do the arcade mode, like we used to do with Street Fighter and Guile goes through all the rounds to fight M. Bison at the end, and you see Guile's backstory or Chun-Li's backstory. We're going to have that, and that backstory comes from the individual character's comic book.
Right.
A Kickstarter, you can do an up level, and you get all the number ones of all those characters' first appearances. So we're trying to bring in the comics and the game together in this program, and we're going launching here at the end of the month. The date is TBD. Maybe it's the 24th. Wink, wink. But something like the end of the month we'll be launching our Kickstarter. Right now, we're looking for people to go to the link and just follow us and to get the updates and to know when we're live. That's really important for us to get that momentum.
Oh, she definitely share that link with me. We'll put it in our group page. We definitely put it on our group page.
Yeah. Let me grab it. What questions do you have?
We'll share it tonight. We'll share it tonight on the stream. Char, what question do you have for him?
Have you guys already figured out what kind of fighting style each character is gonna have? Like with martial arts or anything like that?
What do you mean, like fighting style? Like what do you mean, like a martial art style?
Yeah, like in a lot of games, each character when they move, they have like different fighting styles. Like in Mortal Kombat, each character has a specific kind of martial arts they use, so they move the way that or a person would do. Like or in Street Fighter, like how Sagat uses Muay Thai, so he's mostly knees, mostly elbows, and the way he moves is like that gonna be how it's gonna be.
We're not going to do it by martial art style. That's not because the indie characters. This is actually a good question because the independent creators, a lot of them didn't think about, hey, was my style Shaolin or was it more of a Shotokan karate or was I doing Muay Thai? I'm a martial artist in my background. I did American Kenpo. That's not what these creators thought. They were not thinking deep like that when they created this. That's being too generous to them. I mean, if I were to ask you guys have probably created comic books, and then did you guys think of a finishing move with your character when he was going through first 2, 3, 4 issues? Probably not. Probably not. And so there's a little bit of development there that Ares is helping us with. He's grabbing different techniques that are out there and trying to apply them to characters that make sense, and also taking input from the creators on what they want. This is a collaboration. It's not like we're not spending millions and millions of dollars here like we would if we were a AAA program. If we were done by the big houses, they would have all that tailored in. But that's not really what indie's about. Indie's not really about that. It's about showcasing amazing talent and celebrating the stories that our generation is creating. So much of our story and our zeitgeist is being lost. And how do we save it? Well, we say, oh, it's always on the internet. Well, there's so much on the internet now. Only AI can read it all. How do we bring it to the forefront? Which is why I launched Heroic Awards, as I'll show you again, because we're celebrating independent creators. And that's what Ares is doing with the video game. He's trying to celebrate the creators and bring those stories to the forefront.
Now, Ando has a question here.
That's awesome.
What's the
is it a fist fighting game or what's going to be involved?
Yeah. So there are some weapons.
Uh-oh.
If the character had weapons in the comic, if the character was a street fighter, then there's fighting with their fists. Like maybe a Luke Cage kind of game. If my guy has blood bullets, so he has these guns, magnetic guns that he's using rail guns. Some other guy has a big sword. Godsend is the character. And he has his massive, awesome magic sword. Another guy's a magician. He has a magic book. Everybody has their own things that their comic character had. One guy's a big panda, and so he's just. We're bringing in different types of. We have men, we have women, we have old people, we have teenagers. We're trying to go all over the genres of backgrounds. We're not trying to just pick any
Old
comic
people.
book and go forward. We want it to, be unique for that character. One of my favorite characters in Street Fighter was Blanca, and that was no guy. I don't care what you say. That was a
That's true.
beast man.
That's a beast.
And I just loved that. So we're looking for making it fun for the player and being different and unique.
I have a question. Well, kind of two questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
One is going to be, so it's going to be a fighting style game. Is it going to be one that's more one-on-one Mortal Kombat style, or are we talking something like Smash Bros, where you can have 4 people jump on and have different people? Is it, what kind of style?
Great question. Really good question. Yes. So 1v1 for sure on Steam, PC. We're not doing the Xbox and PS5 yet. They're in the channel. That'll be tier 2. Tier 2 also brings us an open world, kind of like running around and doing quests, fighting minions. Think about Infamous, kind of that kind of a game. Unsure yet. That's still in development, right? We're still putting it together. Depends on how the Kickstarter goes, how far we can go next tier. So definitely follow us at Kickstarter and give us your support. When you do back a tier, you're backing 20 creators. You're not backing one creator. So that's a big deal. Aries is so generous in his deals with us that we get a huge chunk of the revenue as just the creator of the character. I mean, he's actually giving us part of the Kickstarter money as creators. I mean, I can't even thank him enough for that. I mean, it's just crazy. He's doing all the work, but he believes in supporting the creators so much that he wants to share the wealth. And I think it's awesome. So 1v1, 3v3, training mode, and the arcade mode where you go through and you learn your backstory for each character. That's the start.
Cool.
That's the start.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you were saying the fighting style is more as catch as you can, kind of like early King Shamrock, catch as you can, as far as the fighting style goes?
Catch as you can. What do you mean by that?
Kind of like learn for the fighting style. It's not, no character has a particular discipline.
Oh, correct. Yeah. I think what you can expect is the discipline that you're going to find for that character is what you think a panda would have. A panda is going to be a panda, and they're going to fight like one. That's the style of that guy. And my guy
earlier
has say again.
I was say earlier you compared it to Killer Instinct, correct?
Yeah. So
is it going to be kind of button smashing?
There's going to be button smashing.
I'm a sucker for button smashing.
Yeah. There's going to be button smashing for sure. It's not like it's going to be only button smashing, but there will be these combos. And if we get to see the videos that I sent you guys in the drive and on Facebook, if we get the videos up, or I can show them too if you want me to take over and present, I can show them. But you'll see how that fighting happens. It's like 7 combo attack or a 3 combo attack, that kind of thing.
Now, Ando has a question here.
Okay.
Are you guys already looking into the future for some more games to come, kind of like a Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, so to speak, when everyone comes together in more of a action adventure game or a platformer?
That's what Aries had said. Aries had said that's what he has in his vision for tier 2. This is not this Kickstarter. This is the beta to get us moving forward so we can go that direction. I'm trying to be as clear as we can. Kickstarters are, we're trying to get some following. That's what this is about, trying to see if there's a really passion out there for this kind of move. And so tier 2 would be that direction for sure. He's already started doing some test gaming, and we have some video to show on that in the back, like for us, for creators that we've not put out there yet for the world. And so it does look good. Again, it reminds me of those kind of like open world. He wouldn't want me to say this because it's not this stage yet, but like a GTA 5 run around, blow stuff up kind of thing. I would say it's kind of more in that vein for me as a viewer. That's what I'm seeing. But these are up in the air. What we'd really like is for the audience to give us feedback and tell us what to do. And if we can get some Kickstarter success and get a real following, my guess is we end up having like an advisory board, and we really take this on as a community project moving forward to bring the people what the people want. That's what I've always done. What I do with Heroic Awards, I'm doing with my own story in a lot of ways, asking for reviews. So that's kind of how indie succeeds, I think.
Now, is there already a merch line centered around this game?
Oh man, you guys are so ahead of your game. Yes, we have action figures, we have buttons.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, stickers. There you go.
Each character creator, each creator probably has their own merch right now. We don't have the merch yet. For the Kickstarter, we're going to have an art book that Aries is putting together because he's the creator of the 3D art and the digital art for the game. So we're going to have that. And we're going to have the comic books from the creators, and we're going to have some of their merch on there. I'm sure Vigilante Combat itself will have some merch, but I just don't have that answer right now.
Well,
T-shirts for sure. We're definitely going to have some shirts.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I like the art book idea. Because that sort of kind of reminds me of early Soul Calibur when they came out with their art books and how they detailed each individual weapon for each fighter. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Will we get any type of like strategy guides as well for it?
Not for this first round. Remember, this first round is the 1v1 3v3. This is not the RPG side of it. So strategy guide, I'm thinking if you want to talk about moves, like buttons to click to do the right moves, I would say yes.
Okay.
But if you're talking about strategy guide to go through the RPG, that's not here yet. But for moves and for learning all the characters' backstories, I think we're going to have that in the art book. Yeah.
That would be so cool.
I used to, when I was a kid, I used to always hunt down those codes and what's the next character's moves? What's Dalzim's special move? How I do Zangief and really do the power drop spinning technique. I used to always hunt for those. And, people are playing video games, I think, less than they ever have in the last 40 years. This is my guess. It's kind of more of a watch it on YouTube versus play it on the console. Right. But maybe this is one of those things that you can just pick up and play. It's on your computer. You can do it on your laptop. It's an in and out kind of a thing. You don't have to donate 100 hours like Skyrim or something. You can simply just stop to play it real quick. I think it makes sense. So that's our goal, to make it easy to get out and have people get back into gaming a little bit, maybe.
Will there be any character unlocks that you can go through? Kind of like Tekken versus Capcom?
Yes, character unlocks for sure. New skins for sure. Maybe weapon modifications. We haven't had that done yet. All these additionals will be there though. There will be a path to unlock those. We have to, because we're trying to. Let's look at the capitalism side. I know we're indie comics, but let's try to make some cash, right? Maybe we have something that you can buy an extra tier level and start out with 16 special skins or a special dance move or opening special opening for each character. Those are going to be options. You have to try to monetize however you can with these things. The project is so big. Can you think about making a video game? It's so big and it looks so good. And so there has to be some kind of compensation for that, obviously.
Yeah, just because you're indie doesn't mean like there's not money involved. You guys have to make a living. So like people will pay for something that's actually, and this is kind of cool because it's going to more of like the actual creator versus some big company that's not going to do anything with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm really excited about the character unlocks. Now, and I got the Kickstarter link at the bottom scrolling there. I'm sure everybody can go down and see it. Now, here's my thing with character unlocks, because when you go back and you look at it, Tekken versus Capcom made me sick with theirs. Because I wanted all the GeForce guys, all the old Battle of the Planets guys, and you had to go through so much just to get Joe. And that's the only person I wanted was Joe. And it put you through hell and high water just to get him through a character unlock. But at the same point, I love that game. I still have that game. It's one of my favorite games. And I want to really see if Vigilante Combat can come close to it. Because to me, between the roster that's on that game and the collab of characters that you have, to me, and Diamond, I'll let you kind of get your opinion on this too. But to me, I love that game so much. It's like the best fighting game. What would be your favorite fighting game, Nami?
So far, my favorite fighting game is Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Good choice.
Except that I had to like pay for every character, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
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 I really don't want to.
Shut up and don't take my money on that one.
Exactly.
Let's see. Cass with us in the chat. She couldn't make it tonight. Hopefully we'll have Kat here with us next week. Yes, indie games are amazing. They really are amazing.
You guys want me to show some of the fight scenes that we have?
Oh yeah.
All right, let me try to do this whole present thing here.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna share a window to our soul.
It's not fair. I'm ginger. I don't have a soul.
Yay, man.
MVC 2 though.
All right, you guys see that?
2 was good too. 2 was really good. Give me a second. Let me see. Could you send that to me and I can do it on my end?
I can send you the link to the drive. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me grab it real fast. Any more? Oh, Unreal Engine 5, just so we get more data. We're using Unreal Engine 5. This is not some half-baked, tool. We're not using a weak engine.
Yeah,
we have the right tools for us for sure.
Oh yeah. And we have a large room tonight. Let me welcome my man Ando. Ando, what's up?
Yo, what up, everybody? How we doing tonight? How we doing tonight?
Man?
Janae, I just wanted to say I did go get my ice cream.
Is it chocolate?
You tell me.
You should have gone to Taco Bell, Ando, and tried the Baja Blast gelato.
Well, first off, I'm only a mild fan of Baja Blast, and nothing will ever beat a GQ Blizzard.
You gotta kick Ando out now. You gotta kick him.
All right, goodbye.
Let me see here.
I would like to say hi, Rick. It's nice to meet you. I'm the guy that was asking questions in the chat. So,
well, welcome. Thanks for joining.
So, while you're pulling that up, can I ask how you guys came about this idea to make the fighting games? I'm assuming it was a group collaboration that you guys kind of came together. I mean, just how did that process come to be, man?
Yeah, so I hate to say this, but totally wrong. I wish that we were that good. But the reality is this. Aries he was asked to be a video game producer on a different fighting game called Nostalgia Fighters. It's currently going to go live on Kickstarter as well. And he did a lot of help with that on the digital side and the coding side, because he's like a Da Vinci. He's like a Da Vinci of indie art. And he took the skills that he had there to help someone else with their game. He says, I'll do my own game and I want to celebrate indie. So I'm just going to ask people that I know if I can use their characters, and we'll try to, do something together as a group. And that's how it started. And it's been about, I don't know if it's been 10 months now, 8 months, something like that. He's been working on this. And I think it looks great. He's never happy with how it looks. Totally humble guy.
Yeah.
Wants to be super professional, wants it to be only the best, which you got to respect him for that for sure. He's not going to throw out crap and get out too early. He wants it to be right. But when you see these clips that we're going to be seeing here in a second, you guys can just tell me. I mean, if it looks good or bad, you just give me your impression, right? And we'll just talk about it. It's totally open. My opinion, though, I know I'm biasing you guys on this, but my opinion, it looks sweet. Really good.
All right, give me a moment here.
Ando, are you and me gonna watch this and be like the two old men in the Muppets, where it's like, it was great, it was wonderful, well, it was okay, well.
Dude, I mean, I am totally down for anybody that's looking for feedback. Being a gamer myself, just even trying other people's games is really fun. I try my best to remain positive when it comes to the feedback. It takes a lot for me to catch my interest in a game. Like, there was a game when I worked for GameStop that their game developer made. It was called Song of the Deep, which is kind of
oh gosh, you're gonna bring up that one.
I am because it's the biggest one that I've played. So like the first level and a half.
I know,
was
but I
good.
went to GameStop too.
So, and I enjoyed the game, but after so long, like the game has to hold your attention, which is why playing a game like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I know I heard Diamond say that she talked about Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is also another fighting game. I enjoy that, but they bring so many different elements to the game where it's kind of like, okay, I'm tired of doing story mode. Let me go ahead and do a mode that helps me unlock other players. So you don't get stagnant in the gameplay that you're playing. So for me, and being able to give up that feedback of, hey, this part of the game is really good. Maybe take a look at this one here. Or, hey, I'm absolutely in love with this. Do nothing to change this feature or this chapter of the game because it's absolutely amazing.
All right, I did want to go ahead and show a little bit of this. Give me a moment.
Song of the Deep, man. That brings back memories.
Right?
GameStop wouldn't stop talking
All
about
right,
that one.
That's the Kickstarter right there, guys. Ooh.
Yep, I went and followed it.
Thank you.
Heck
Thank you
yeah,
very much.
dude.
Thank you. I'm gonna follow this myself.
What? See,
What's
I
it
was that
doing?
71. That because it was 70. I'm that 71.
I get all the
Right.
credit.
Yeah, we just we started this super silent. We didn't do any pre-advertising. We've done no boosts. We've done no additional marketing. I'm basically doing the marketing right here. This is our paid advertising. You're getting it. So we haven't pushed it much now. And the reason is because we really want to start off to make sure that we get the right people backing at the beginning. We want to get the right people, not just randos. So if you guys are backing it now, you're hearing it, you're going to be excited. We want that kind of people today. Maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, we start ramping it up harder. But right now, we're just trying to get the feel out.
Right.
I mean, if you wanted paid advertising, I work in advertising.
He really does. He really does.
I do. I work in advertising.
Hey, and me and Diamond play video games, so we'll be happy to be testers. Right, Diamond?
Oh, we are going to have definitely going to need testers. You're right about that. And I actually backed a TTRPG book just recently. And in the back of the book, it had the Kickstarter supporter page, which was great. It honored those guys and gals. And then it had a page that said, and we're also honoring our game testers. And I thought that was really awesome because those are really important people. I hear you on that for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, let me show everybody here what I got.
Oh, Jesus, dope. That guy just... Oh, holy Jesus.
Oh, that's cool.
That's badass.
It's like a super Power Ranger morph.
Mm-hmm.
And then it plays it again. It's on a repeat.
Okay. I'm about to go ahead and
I like that. I like that Harry
cool,
Potter Book of Monsters that one dude has.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Not bad.
That's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna go see.
I mean,
for a second, I thought he self-destructed. I was like, "What's going on?"
So, honest feedback. What do you think? The graphics, is it playable?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I think graphics like that, those won't go out of date. I enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
I got another one here. I wanted to definitely bring up. Give me a sec. Definitely gotta bring this one in.
Right. So, Rick, you're a indie comic book creator, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm. This is actually my character on the left. You don't see him; he's off screen right now. Remember, this is all beta, so give us some leeway. But yeah, this is my character on the left.
Okay.
We're just kicking buttons here to see how things look. It's not like there's special techniques or anything.
Yeah.
Is that blood?
Blood. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And it just plays it over again now.
There you go.
I like it.
There's what you saw there was like, I don't know if it was 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Like that's like Chat GPT 1.0. It's way better even today, but it doesn't. These are more like teaser invites. That's why we're not pushing it hard yet because Aries is such a professional. He really wants to put out stuff that's going to be ultra complete. In that video there, you saw there was a background. The first video there wasn't. That's cool. There wasn't music on either of those. Well, let me tell you why. On the music side, which this is something that I brought in, the one piece, if I can add anything to the game, it's this piece. My buddy here local in St. Louis, where I'm from, he runs this thing called the Beats Battle. He's one of the main people at Beats Battle. And Beats Battle is these background beats creators. They're doing like EDM and they're doing hip hop and all these background beats, and they compete with each other every month at a Beats Battle. And some of the winners and some of the people who are in this Beats Battle group are giving us their award-winning beats, and we're putting those in the game. So total indie sound creators are now going to be part of this too. It's really coming together.
What's up, Big Tone? I appreciate the wrestling reference, man. Yeah, Santana Garrett still suck. All right. I have another one here I do want to show.
Yeah.
You do kind of looks like Mega Man a little bit. Let me bring this up.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, he's kind of got that like early dimensions of Mega Man look to him. And every one of the characters that we have on this main title screen then is going to have a different fighting style. Each one will play differently from the others.
Yes, and you'll see that especially on the last video, which is the character Reina from the Reina comic books. If you've heard of it, it's a Viking girl. She has an axe. Her moves are totally different than the other characters. So obviously the blue character on the right is just a stand-in that the software provides. So this is our learning process. This is where we're trying to build this, and this is backstage. You guys are seeing creation graphics here.
I will totally lay claim to the just the robot guy there. So if you can't find a name for the blue dude, totally call him Mando, and I will take none of the credit. I will take none of. I will be your beat up dummy if that's what it takes for me to get in the game.
So, you guys are going to see better fighting than this, but we wanted to give you something for the show here today and have people just know that we're legit. The hardest thing for a lot of these Kickstarters is you just don't know a video game that takes so long to make. Do they have anything ready? And we wanted to show you what we had.
Kickstarter is always a risk. I mean, I know I've backed, I think 3 or 4 projects, and I have not seen any of them. And one of them is at least 3 or 4 years old at this point.
Right. It happens.
So it's always good to see something that you know that it's been working.
Yeah. I mean, I backed 60 projects or so last year. I haven't gotten to 2/3 of them, but I just wanted to support creators. 5 or 15 or $20, whatever it is, who cares, right? You're part of a community. You're giving back to people who are bringing you amazing stories. And so that, if anything else, even if you just have this in your library that you were one of the first backers of this project, I mean, that's a win for you. That's a win for our 20 creators. It would be, we really appreciate that.
Now, out of curiosity, you talked about how in the game you're hoping to do like a practice mode where people get to know each background of each character, correct?
Yeah, there'll be an arcade like Street Fighter. There's also a training mode where you can learn skills.
Will that have, since each one of these characters essentially have their own comics, will that like kind of tie in to let people know, like, hey, if you want to know more, read this comic or go check out this comic? Will they? Because I mean, that's really a good idea, I think.
Yeah, we're definitely going to give.
I would love to know more about these characters in the comic book.
Yeah, the arcade mode gets you some backstory for that character individually once you go through all the fighting of that tier in the game, and you'll do that for each character, and you'll get more backstory. There's other ways you can unlock additional backstory, but yeah, we're absolutely going to send you to the comic book creator and their website, and so you can get the books from them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Ares is going to do any kind of like warehousing of books, and he's going to say, no, I don't think he's going to do any of that. He's going to send you over to the creator, and the creator is going to handle all that distribution. Ares is interested in the game, not being a printer or a publisher for these comics. He's letting them take care of that fulfillment.
I'm the residential comic guy, so I always love reading new comics. That's why I was just curious. Sadly, it's a hard time to find indie comics sometimes because I don't get where I live. They don't get any indie comics, so I have to go online and find them. And sometimes it's hard to find which ones are good and which ones are where to find them. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
tell me. Well, answer this for me. Because there's some independent comic characters who ended up being a big success. Can you confirm this for me, Tyler? Didn't Lady Death start out as a indie? I thought she started out as an indie. I could be wrong.
I would have to look in. I don't know off the top of my head on that one. I'd have to
Okay, I
look at
thought she
that
started off an indie.
Yeah, Lady Death is definitely indie. It's through
Yeah.
Coffin Comics, if I believe it. If it's
Yeah.
right, they're still classified as indie still today, and they'll do 75,000 or whatever on a Kickstarter. How the Heroic Awards, just to throw in how we've laid out what we call indie in the awards program, is if you have less than 1% of the market, then you're independent. If you have more than 1% of the market, then you're not independent anymore. And that's just how we've delineated it. Now, is that the right or wrong answer? When we did our surveys, and we did them of hundreds of online active comic readers, hundreds of them, we got all kinds of answers back. A lot of people said Image Comics is independent, and we're like, no, they're not really.
Yeah,
and other
no,
people said,
not really.
Other people said if the book is ever in a local comic shop, then it's no longer independent. I'm like, that's not really fair either. So there's all these people's different beliefs. We just settled it on it. If you're over 1% of the market, then you're no longer indie. You're out. So if you are doing a Kickstarter, like some of the big names that get like $1 million or more in their Kickstarter, we've heard of these stories before. You know, you're above 1% now. Maybe it could be that you've now broken that line, and we have to always keep track of that. When we do Heroic Awards, we check that at the beginning of the year and make sure that all the comics that are in there haven't reached that 1% line if they're going to be in the awards program. So that's just our line. I think that's a fair position. If there's a better answer out there that's easier to explain to people, then we might go that route. We're still, in our second season coming up here this next fall is our second season. So we'll see how we can evolve, but that's what we're looking at for how we evolve, how we delineate what's indie and what's not.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, I know should be coming in the mail, I think tomorrow, but I bought an indie. I loosely use the word indie comic on this one because the franchise itself is not indie, but the creator of it is indie. Patrick Sky, he is creating his own. He has his own Power Ranger comic. That's not obviously with Boom Studios or with anyone. It's just his own thing he puts out on Etsy. But issue 2 had just come out, and so I'm actually supposed to be in the mail tomorrow. But I love looking at finding those indie comics.
Y'all, I got to show this deal. And I got to get your opinion on this deal, buddy. I got to. I got
to give my opinion, man. My opinion's only like 1/7 of the group of people here, man.
This right here, this is up my alley right here. Because see, I love to single out the ladies. And it's
it's that kind of view. Let's go.
That kind of view.
Oh.
Very cool.
Nice.
I like Nova.
I gotta say, Nova. Yeah, Nova. I like Sparrow. I think I'm gravitating more to Sparrow than I am Nova. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Nova's kind of that new gen punk rock. Like she looks like she's got that Eddie from Tekken kind of fight style ready to go. Sparrow just, I mean, Will, I'm going to kind of throw you under the bus hill. Sparrow has got those really thick thighs. Her fatality is going to be crushing dudes between her legs. So
the thing with Sparrow, she reminds me of old boy from Street Fighter.
Chun-Li?
No. The Indian dude. I can't remember his name. No. He was more like he had the Hulk on the red and blue uniform.
Surprised you guys don't want to go for Pixel, giving him some Rogue vibes with that white streak,
Yeah, that's Janae.
Don't talk to me, dude. Come on, Rogue is my girl, man. That's
Janae right there.
Rogue is your girl until there's a redhead on screen, and then you forget all about Rogue.
Poison Ivy, hands down. Not to give you ideas there, Rick, but if you throw a Poison Ivy character into this, mwah.
But I like Sparrow. But I really like Sparrow. She's designed cool. She got the wings. Yep. She got the wings on the back.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of like Hawk Girl a little bit from DC.
There's also this is just throwing it out there. We put together. I shouldn't say we. Aries mostly did almost all the work, and he put together a lot of the people that are in this game right now, and he designed their characters for the game. But that doesn't mean that the 16 we have now are the ones we're going to end with. We are going to be removing a couple and modulating, because as people have gone on for this last year, maybe they're just not interested, or maybe they're not doing comics anymore or whatever. And we also are doing a Kickstarter here, and you can, I'm just saying, there's a tier. It might not be cheap, but there's a tier. You can get your character put in the game.
Ooh.
So don't be
Daniel's gonna go
thinking.
sell along just so he can make a character and put it in the game.
Dude, I have a character idea already. Me and my brother have been talking about doing a storyline with a couple characters. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Don't be thinking that the character slots are taken. There's a couple extras that we've held back because we need to raise money here. That's what the Kickstarter's about, right? Let's not be shy about it. And if we need to put a tier in there where you can get your character in a video game that's coming live on Steam, that's amazing, right? And you just pay some hundos over and get somebody to design this for you. That's worth it for sure.
Rick, I gotta say that was very quick to be like, yeah, if you just don't hundo. You know,
Hundos.
it almost would have been as cool if you'd have went, oh, I don't know, just throw some money, $100.
Question though, and I don't mean to get into all legalese and everything like that, but if somebody paid to put the character in the game, do they own the character or you guys own the character, or is it more of a 50-50?
Good.
Oh,
that's a great
that's a good
question.
one.
That's a great question because this is something that comes up all the time when anybody's doing
McFarlane's
business
listening.
these days. It's always happening. And you know what? We don't want to have to play the dumb legalese crap. Nobody wants to play that game, but we just got to be professional here, right? So there's a small, like a one pager or whatever, that's a character release. And the creator will sign that for Ares because he's building the characters out, that you'll release the likeness of your character to be used in the game just for this version only right now. Not merch, not additional books, not additional video games. Now we can do your character in the next game if we do another release, but he wants it to be very, very creator friendly. I've never seen a document be this creator friendly. I mean, it's very creator friendly. He's just saying that sign this, that you're okay that I use your character for this game. That's what it is.
Right.
And I mean, he could have charged us all, right? He could have put a fee in there for his artwork time or whatever. And, he just hasn't done that. And he's paying us now out of the proceeds of the Kickstarter. Now, let's say this. If you do buy a tier of a character in the Kickstarter and you get your character in the game, and then the game makes a lot of money, you get your portion of the success.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I got you. Oh, and real quick, Sparrow reminds me of Thunderhawk from Street Fighter.
There we go. So question for you there then, Rick. So let's say hypothetically, I want my character in the game, right? So I drop the money on the Kickstarter. I give you the ideas. Hey, this is what I'm looking for. I want a guy to look like me, have him control of water, sword and shield, kind of play like a Link-esque kind of character. The game goes to really big success. I have the option then, should you guys decide to make a sequel, hey, I really enjoy what you guys did with the game. I'm going to give you full control. Let me know what you guys decide in a situation like that. That would be something that you guys could then talk about and discuss in case there's other people watching the stream that are like, hey, I have this idea. Let me throw the idea out to you guys.
Absolutely. What you're saying, if I'm hearing you correctly, is that you have a character, but maybe you haven't thought through all the things. Maybe you don't have time to think through all the things. You're just going to give the character to Ares, and he's going to play with it how he will.
Yeah, like you have an outline of the character that you want, but like the minor details, maybe like. So the guy that I'm thinking of, I want him to be a Power Ranger-esque character, where he's a part of a group, but when he's fighting by himself, he has his own kind of standby characteristics. So I throw the idea. Go ahead.
Let me jump in. I'm just going to throw this one piece out. This is for indie comic creators. That's what Ares wants to do. I'm speaking for Ares, so maybe I might speak out of turn, but I'm doing my best to represent his views. He wants to support indie comic creators. If you don't have a Kickstarter comic book already done, you're probably out for now. Because we really want to have the people who have comic books out there in the indie community to get their comic character represented, and then have their books sell for them. That's it's like a duo.
That totally makes sense. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
we got to start making our comic book right now.
You got to make a comic book, Ty.
Yeah, you got to get on it.
Let's go. Just to get in this game, we're gonna do it. Let's do it.
Now, I did go ahead and put up another still here. I like this shot.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. And see, that's why when we were talking about it earlier, one of the first questions that I asked was, is there going to be, I know you guys are kind of focusing on the 1-on-1 and then the 3-on-3 fighting game. an idea like this, because you have so many comic book ideas and so many comic book characters, that you guys could branch this out into, I don't know, maybe like a 3 or 4 or 5 special issue where, hey, these guys are going to come together because they know each other. Because I'm assuming the video game is going to have some form of correlation with the comic books that they're making, or maybe not necessarily like totally canon, but hey, there was this one time in another dimension where these guys all met up. I think, and especially with that still that Will just showed, it'd be cool to have like even the second iteration be like, okay, we're going to take what worked with the 3-on-3 fighting game, and then we'll do kind of like a over the top down adventure game where there's a story mode to it.
I love everything you're saying. And what I'm hearing, again, I'm hearing that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
we're talking
absolutely.
about writers.
Absolutely.
We're talking about writers. We're talking about crossovers. We're talking about alternate universes. Well, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you here. Look at this image right here. It says the Megaverse Games. Megaverse Games is what Ares' mother company that he owns is called. And his characters are all in the Megaverse. And so what we could do in the future, if this kicks off awesome, which we hope it does, is we bring the characters into the Megaverse in some way. This is next year or the year after or beyond. What you're talking about is a big crossover. I love those. Not every creator loves those. And so this is where us picking the right partners really makes a big difference. If we bring in a comic book creator who wants to get his character seen but doesn't really want to be part of the team, well, that's no good, you know? We want somebody who wants to be on the team to bring their character and have them be in the game with us and hopefully be a part of future endeavors we do. It's not required, but that's kind of the people we're looking for.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm liking it. What? Champion is like Hulk Hogan.
No, let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Donut right there.
Well, look at me here. Now let me tell you something, Thirst. Champion X is going to go ahead and lay down the elbow drop on you, brother. So at the SmackDown Vigilante Combat Megaverse Slam Show we got, brother, here we go, dude. We're going to make it happen, brother. Let's go.
Well, if you come out with a championship belt before we fight, I'm through.
I got to say, I like Spectre and Somdi. I think Somdi is kind of my favorite one there, man. Like the little floating guy next to Spectre.
Yeah.
That might be my go-to.
You know what, man?
Out here too.
I'm going to tell you, so many people like a little furry character in the comics. If it's a cat, if it's a dog, if it's a parakeet, whatever it is.
Okay, first off, if you don't want a cat or a dog or a sidekick like that in your comic, what are you making comic books for, man? Like, the pet is a perfect sidekick. Keep him out of trouble. Because I'm going to tell you, if I see a comic book where like a cat or a dog gets kicked, you best believe I'm going Super Saiyan and kicking your ass. So
he said
Spectre comes from the comic book Crit, C-R-I-T.
Okay.
Crit is a well-known comic. They've done very well. The creator is Chris Saloff. I really like Chris a lot. He's great. Also, we have Raina there. If you see her in the middle section on the left, Raina from Skeletal Press by Ryan Cummins. That's a big comic. They do a lot of sales. We also have Trash Panda and Spider Squirrel. They're not on this. They're a new character we added this week from Charlie McElvey. So we're adding people and we're getting it to be a little bit variant. You know, we don't want just humans or whatever. I mean, a panda and a squirrel add some flair.
Janae is going to play as the squirrel.
If I can voice it, sure.
Hell yes.
Hey,
if you need a high pitched voice for a squirrel, there you go.
Hey. So if I wanted to, I've been wanting to make a Funko Pop of Janae forever. So, so if she got the Funko Pop holding a little art book, and she got like her pen in one hand, the art book in the other hand, with the big old head. Yeah, she'll be straight. But I can actually play around with her likeness and come up with a character, and we could put her in the game.
Hell yeah!
Got a lot of comic book though. Well,
the creators of the comic book, because are there going to be like some voices, like catchphrases and stuff that the characters say, and do the creators get to choose the voice actors, or is Aries going to be like auditioning people to do the voicing for them? for the characters.
In this Kickstarter, we're not going to have that. Now, I'm not saying that that's not coming, because we're going to do the 2.0. We're doing the RPG side. We're doing the world attacking the world kind of game. But we're going to need that then. This Kickstarter is for the fighting. Now, whether we do a little blurb in a bubble like a comic book, and they say their tagline from the comic book, we can do something like that. This has not yet been flushed out. And to be honest, and Aries did not tell me this is just my input from me being a part of this group so far. What we need is we need creators who are going to be thinking like you are. How can we make the game better? What can I do today to make the game succeed? And if we have 20 creators that are thinking about it every day, hey, Aries, do this. He may get swamped with ideas, but that's really what we need right now. We need this advisory board to come together. We're an independent group. We all have day jobs, but we need to support this program, and I think that's the way to do it. Maybe Janae stepping up and saying she wants to be on the advisory board.
There you go.
You go, Janae.
There you go. Just remember, she ain't sharing no food. Just remember that.
Definitely not going to share her pizza bagels.
Yeah, she never shares pizza bagels, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can pay her.
Share them with my children, man.
You can pay her in pizza bagels, but you just won't share the pizza bagels.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Let me see that. Oh, I kind of like. Oh, this is what Angel was talking about. This is exactly what he was talking about.
What'd I do?
Your guy.
What'd I do, Will?
That's your guy right there.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, no. Absolutely not. I call dibs on that dude. That dude is a kick-ass character. Let's go.
Yep. I will tell you one thing. It's tough to code a smaller than humanoid form in this game. Yeah. You have to really know your code skills to break from what Unreal Engine gives you in a fighting game. They pretty much give you a humanoid skeleton, and you overlay your art, right? For him to do this character, Simity, I really give him props for that. It's not easy. So he did a great job. He can't do that very much. It's a lot of work, but he loved the character so much he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
With the furry, it kind of reminds me from Samurai Showdown back in the day when they had pets fighting back in the day. It kind of reminds me, brings memories back of that. But, let me see. Do you have anything else I want to share?
I gotta say, man, for people that are able to do that, like I have a hard time turning on my computer and tapping my thumbs to wait for my computer to load up. For those guys to have the patience, and be able to code that, hats off to you, man, because you got a lot of patience. So
yeah. Well, I hope to get Aries to come on some of the podcasts. But you know what? He's busy doing the coding, and I'm available to do the talking. So we're just
I didn't wrong with that.
That's a good partnership.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nothing is wrong.
I don't do the coding. I just talk.
Yeah.
I think Will can attest to that with this podcast. I just talk.
Well, we definitely want you guys to follow us, and when it comes live, throw us a couple bucks to support the project. The more support we have, the farther we can go. I do know this is a big passion project for Aries, and comic book creators just love it. They just love it. So let's keep doing things like this, and not just what Aries' project here is, but if you guys have something that's outside the box, you're taking your comic book like I am for Orphan Bloodline and turning it into a TTRPG D&D style game, or you're taking it and turning it into a novel, or you're switching around to a different medium, whatever that is. I respect that, and we're going to see more of that, I think, over the next 3 years. I think people who have been comic creators over the last 5 years, they want to do something different now than comic creation. There's always going to be new people to the game, but those who have been here for 5 and 7 years, they're going to switch it up and they're going to do a different medium. And Aries is just first to the game on this.
Question here, because sometimes I do take clips of this show and I do share them on our TikTok. We just did 2,400 followers on TikTok. Thank you. Can we share these online, or is it something I need to hold back on?
No, you can share everything you want. We're sharing it. If Aries was on here right now, he would say, "It's not ready. It's not perfect yet.
Don't look.
It ain't ready yet."
It'll be better. I promise you, it'll be better. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm very, very pleased with his skill. I'm very pleased with the art. I'm pleased with his desire to make it the absolute best. I respect him and his skill. To be honest, we have to get the word out here soon. So yeah, throw it online, get people to come in and get some hype up. That's what I'm here doing. So let's do it.
All right. We're about to hit what we call Geek Gauntlet After Dark.
After dark.
And
Ando's favorite time.
We kind of get.
Hey, yes, it is. It is my favorite time.
It's about that time. Rick, anything else you want to let us know about before we let you go?
I just love this channel. You guys make it fun. All right, you make it. Your lineup is exciting. It's varying. It's not just some Kickstarter dude and then you end the show. I know I'm the Kickstarter dude this time, but like you guys keep it lively, and that makes it good. People can come back and watch again because they know it's going to be something new and different that they're interested in. So you guys do a good job.
Need you. We appreciate that.
Everyone is still holding out for Kat and Janae's feet pics. So
amen to that. We need a foot character. We need a foot character in this game. Yep, perfect. Send it over the top.
You didn't say feet pics, did you? Feet pics?
Yeah, we're waiting on the feet pics for today.
Okay, I thought I misheard that. I didn't know.
No, you heard it exactly right.
Janae, once you corner the market with those feet pics, you can use that and parlay it into just a foot character in this game. And make a whole comic book series out of it.
Janae legitimately.
And the catchphrase will be, "I will stomp you out of existence."
Clear that heel.
Sent me an Instagram reel today of someone basically wearing like foot panties. Is that what they were? Whatever they were called.
It looks like little underwear, but for your feet.
Those would be called socks.
I was like, why?
But they weren't socks. I'll send it to you, Endo, so you can laugh too.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
All right, my friend, we're gonna let you get on out of here.
I gotta get out of here. These guys are weird.
Yeah, we done kept him on an hour. So
thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, man.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Rick.
Thank you for coming by, man. We appreciate it. You more than welcome anytime, man.
Send me the link, and I will be posting this show as well. We want to get the word out for you guys too, for sure.
Thank you. We do appreciate that. You have a good night, my friend. Thank you. Have a good one.
Ando, I actually did send it to you. I don't think you watched it yet, though.
Okay.
It's right above Pokemon. Hey. It's in between Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon.
Okay. Hey, but I am excited for this game. I'm a video game junkie too. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the word out on this thing for sure. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you real quick to Shaw too, because Shaw was the one who broke this and made it happen. So good on you, Shaw. Thank you, man.
No problem.
It only cost him a signature. He had to sign like people just wanted his signature. He was like, okay, everyone over there in India, Dubai, they're just like they want Shaw signatures and they go for so much money on eBay. So like,
that's what it is. That's what it is. All right, let's go ahead and move on into some of them. We might not get to everything.
We'll lightning round this. We got this. Come on.
Yep, lightning round it. We'll just say yes or no if we saw it. Give one line of feedback, and that's it.
And
Ando would be like, nope.
Whoa, maybe I did see something. Actually, fair to say, my schedule has slightly cleared up for the next, though I don't know ever. So I can catch up on shows now.
Are you okay, Ando?
Well, you're just
long story.
Like, have you come into the store?
Just to let you know that dude's a jackass.
Yeah, thank you. Long story short, my boss called me out on some stuff. I called him out on some stuff, and I quit my job today. So
I'm sorry, Ando. Hopefully,
don't be sorry. I should have quit a long time ago.
No, I'm happy you stand up for yourself. I'm sorry the job sucked. I'm just sorry that you don't have a job right now. But other than that, I'm happy you stood up.
Jackass, man.
Yeah, dude. So, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it on stream. I'm here to be happy.
Yeah,
Will, what do we got, man? What do we got?
Let's hit down the list.
All right, Shaw. Let's go ahead and get started, bro.
All right. First up, Ring of Power. Anybody caught up?
I did watch.
Ty called me out. Nope.
I did watch it.
I didn't finish the latest episode. I got halfway through it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was fun. It's fun.
I still need to catch up.
Stranger is.
I still need to catch up, but I am really liking this show, y'all. I'm really liking the show.
I mean, it's predicting to be $700 billion or $1 million to make, so hopefully it's good, right?
Are you saying it's going to take $70 billion to make, or it's going to take 70 billion hours to complete because it's the Lord of the Rings?
Actually, you say
That's a
you
good
say
one.
that, but did you see what they posted online about how apparently there's extra footage that was never released from Lord of the Rings, and supposedly there's rumor that if this Rings of Power does well, that the people are possibly thinking about putting out a.
There's a scene in Clerks 2 where they're talking about the Lord of the Rings, and I love that scene in the movie because Randall, it's Randall's character. He goes, "This is what they do in the first Lord of the Rings movie," and it's just a dude walking. And the second one is, I almost stepped in something. And then at the end of the monologue, he goes, "It's so boring. Even the fucking trees walked in that movie."
But here's my thing. I love the fight scenes. The storyline, not so much, but the fight scenes in this show is incredible.
It
could be one of those
fantasy.
things.
It's how it is.
It could be one of those things that the storyline builds up towards the end of the season 2. Because they're on like episode 3 of season 2?
4.
It's on 4 now, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, oh Jesus, what do you want? Hold on. I gotta hold on.
What up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, rendition of Lord of the Rings. This is Rob's rendition of Lord of the Rings.
Go for it, bro.
I see a bunch of people walking to a fucking volcano. Here's the first movie. Here's the second movie. Ready for the third movie?
And that's it. That's it.
You know, I see that Doom poster on the wall there.
Impression.
I just want to say I have a nice little Doom poster on the wall as well.
Yeah. Nope, I actually have Doom, Call of Duty, and I think Star Wars Battlefront, the first one that came out of the second edition.
I gotta rock my Overwatch poster. You know.
Oh, dude, you got the inappropriate Overwatch.
You got the wrong one.
What wrong one?
They just like being like, "This is my cool poster. These are my cool figurines, and all my stuff is in just a closet."
Well,
Tyler,
what?
Sorry, I was gonna cough to death. Show your poster again.
The Overwatch poster?
Yep. They actually banned that overseas in like 15 different countries because that photo was too graphic.
Yeah, that's why I said it was the wrong one.
Tracers portrayed as underage. So there are some societies that think that's an underage.
Not
girl.
underage, though.
That's just saying what they said, man.
That's weird because she's.
That's why I call it the inappropriate picture. And she's fully clothed, which is what makes
that's why I said it was the wrong one.
Yep.
That's right, because you wanted to be unclothed.
Will seeing my butt. Oh,
Will is looking for the poster with Widowmaker and her and Mercy butt naked by the poster.
Let's go. The Dead or Alive beach version.
Oh, let me tell you something. I don't know if it take me there.
My brother had that one, and he like unlocked those like the string bikini, but it was like barely a string. I was like, oh my god!
Lord.
Dead or Alive had the things you can edit with like how much the boobs jiggle, right?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome.
So I want to say,
coder just for
boob fit.
I gotta say two things. Will, are you one of those people that have?
Yes, he is. Yep,
lingerie Widowmaker on one shoulder and then lingerie medic on the other. Is that your devil and angel?
Did you just say medic?
I did. Mercy, whatever.
Say Mercy?
Shut. I don't play Overwatch.
You know what, Ando? That's 2 strikes. First, you didn't like Baja Blast, and now you're not liking Overwatch. Get out of here, Ando.
I didn't say I didn't like Baja.
You don't like Baja Blast? Bro,
that's what YouTube comments. How dare he?
I'll have you know, I have Baja Blast right here in my room.
Baja Blast is
you're thinking it.
This is clutch. The Baja Blast is clutch. Come on now.
Shall I continue?
They don't want that damn Baja
You
Blast.
didn't care for the Baja
It's
Blast.
okay, I don't
Gelato.
need
He just don't,
That's-
he
that's
just don't
number
want the
one.
sugar rush. That's all that is.
That's number one. Number two, what I was going to say is I can't be the only person that played that Dead Air Extreme volleyball game, right? I'm not the only one. Okay, cool.
I
Just
watched
checking.
Dead Air Extreme.
I wasn't allowed to play it.
That game was
Diamond,
awesome, man.
you weren't allowed to play Dead or
As a
Alive
kid,
beach
I wasn't allowed to
volleyball?
play. I was like, oh, it's too much. Mom was trying to protect me from stuff.
Oh,
Nah,
Sure,
ain't
cool.
too- nah, ain't
I'm
too
like,
much.
okay, I can understand being a teenage boy on hormones and shit, but you're a chick. You see that every day.
No.
Like-
Like as a little youngin, I was like, I couldn't do that. My
Oh,
mom wouldn't let
yeah,
me.
some people don't let that stuff, Ando.
Oh,
I
okay.
think,
All
I
right.
think you made him have a stroke, Diamond.
I know- I know.
Alive, the beach volleyball, yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
the
that was
the
true.
booby
I
jiggling,
just-
the
That
booby
was true.
bouncing.
I
Yeah.
just know there's only one
Me
But then
not,
video
baby.
game.
you could
I
move
got
the
to
camera
play.
angles too.
Yeah, you can
When you do that- when you do-
Let's just say this. Let's just say this. Back in the day,
It's like I want the camera angle where the camera's just
I
lying.
Yeah, you can set the
Right up
camera
and
to the
move it.
point of the jiggle.
I will admit that I played that game for the same reason that I played Leisure Suit Larry, for the boobs. I did not play for the story.
You
The
make me
hell
want
with
to
the
go play
story.
Senran Kagura again. Okay, it's
The
been a
hell
while.
with
I
the
want to
story.
play that
The hell
again.
with the story.
Yeah, no, dude, like, nope. As soon as you get to the boobies the first time on Leisure Suit Larry, it's, wait, there's a story. I want to play that level again. Nope.
Boy.
Yep.
All right. Let me go back to my man Shaw. What else we got, Shaw?
Sorry, Shaw.
All right, no problem. Terminator Zero. Anybody see that?
I did.
What streaming service is that on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta check that
Cool,
out
cool.
for sure. I'm off tomorrow. I can check that tomorrow.
I did watch it all. It's only like 10 episodes, I think. It's cool. It's interesting. I think it introduces some extra things for the series, which is really cool. It's kind of what the series needed. Some extra revamp. What?
Why you had to send that, man?
Oh, I was showing you the game I was talking about, Thunder and Kagura.
Do you think that's on the marketplace?
Hold on.
Not that I can afford it because I don't have a job now, but do you think
Hold
they have
on,
that on the
hold on.
marketplace?
If it so fits in
I'll
this
have to send
conversation.
you. I'll send you later. I actually have. I don't have the game itself anymore because I traded that game in. I'm mad that I did.
They
But
took that game in?
But I kept all the because I bought the collector's edition.
in the game.
I have all the extra stuff with it.
Tyler, that is what society calls spank bank material. You need to keep that to yourself, sir.
I have trading cards that have never been opened. I have why
Now
Senran,
they haven't.
why Senran Kagura has a CD soundtrack of like 4 discs for the entire. I don't know why it needs 4
Oh my
discs,
god.
but yes.
Song, shut up, Brent. Song number 1. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Yeah, here we go. Song number 2.
I assume it's not that. I assume it's the background of music and stuff.
I'll have to go. Now I gotta dig it out after this. I'm gonna find it.
I am
Well, let me
sorry,
upload
Will,
it,
to
doggone
derail
it.
your show. I am so sorry.
You won't let me upload it, but let me do this real quick. It so fits into what we do. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yep. And I said I have the collector's edition of that one. The sad thing is despite it being unfortunately extremely pervy, it's also really fucking fun.
That's an
Hey.
extra benefit, yeah.
Like it's like a lot of fun. Like the weapons in that game are so badass. The fight.
Is there a big floppy purple penis called the Penetrator, like in Saints Row the Third?
Dude, there
Thank
is
goodness.
a gun that is a
Thank goodness this is after dark.
dual-sided
folks.
sight.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
I'm gonna find you the picture of the dual-sided scythe while we're talking. You guys might as well.
Let me put
know.
that up there real quick.
I know I have it
Damn.
saved somewhere.
Damn.
Ty and I were talking about Terminator, and my problem was like it was good. It was good, and the animation was good. But I told him that I want to rewatch it subs because they dropped the F-bomb
Yeah.
a lot. But like
It feels weird.
the mouth flaps don't match, so it's like and like over in Japan, like they'll say damn it and hell and shit, and it sounds fine, and like it syncs perfectly with the mouth flaps, and it makes sense for the show. But But in this show, when they say fuck, it's like their mouth is like
weird.
super wide, and it's like they're going, whoa! It's like, what is going
The
on?
way Janae just said it.
So does it
it's a bit
mouthfully
jarring.
go like? Does it go like this, Janae?
Yes, it does.
Fuck.
That's why I was talking to Ty about it. I'm like, I don't know if they decided, oh well, we need a harsher word in here, so we're just gonna use the F word, because it's like every time that they say it.
They say the F bomb quite a bit in the Terminator franchise, so it's only.
I know, but I
that's
just
a
think
robot
it's funny
saying it.
because
It's not the same thing as a
and also
human.
like I with other anime that I've watched, like I don't remember ever hearing that word being dropped ever. But like, as I said, like shit, damn it, crap, things like that. Like it makes sense for storyline, the dialogue and everything. But I was like, they're saying the F word a lot, and it doesn't. It makes sense, but not make sense because like it doesn't like the as I said, the mouth flaps, because you have to get that perfect, and you're watching it on screen while you're saying it, and it just does not look right. It looks.
I'm
like
sorry. When you're saying mouth flaps,
that's
do
what
you
they call
mean
them.
lips?
Yeah, that's what they.
Then just call them lips. Don't call them mouth flaps.
Voice actors call them. They call them mouth flaps. So because they have to sync it to make sure that they're saying it exactly with the flaps. They don't call them lips. They always say flaps.
What?
Yes.
Ando learned something new.
You're welcome. This is Janae's PSA.
I will say though,
Thank y'all for coming to Janae's TED Talk. We really do appreciate it.
The only issue,
everyone is welcome.
After dark.
The only issue I will.
Today.
The only issue I think I had with Terminator Zero is that I feel like it technically breaks the lore.
Yeah.
Because when they're talking about time travel in it, what's the Sigma?
What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
I don't. They describe time travel in a way that is very different than how the movies have portrayed time travel.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, basically, I think in the show they describe it as essentially when you go back in time, you're not going back to the past, you're going to an alternate universe in the past.
Yeah.
Because, I get it. When you go back, you're altering time already. But the problem is, though, is if that's the situation, you could never follow a Terminator into the past. Because the Terminator wouldn't be there because it'd be an alternate reality.
The alternate reality at that point. Right.
Yeah.
There was just a lot of twists and turns in this show, and I was like, wait, what?
I wouldn't mind seeing a season 2 of it. I also think I think there's a handful of other like 80s, 90s movies that should get like an anime do-over like this, like Alien or maybe even like do Stephen King It.
Robin Hood.
Do
Robin Hood Tights.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't mess with the classic like that. I'm sorry.
But just doing things like that, I think in that cool like 80s anime style, I think that would look dope as hell. Do Blade Runner. Go do Blade Runner in that. Like that would look cool.
I'll have to rewatch Castlevania though, because I try to remember if they've said the F word. I'm sure they probably have, but the mouth flaps probably synced up better than what it did for Terminator.
And that is a wicked ass sight for sure.
It is.
Well, it's also done too.
All right. Next up, Code Geass, Roseo the Recapture just ended. Was anybody watching that?
I wasn't.
I didn't.
I have not finished it yet. It is on my list.
All right. Well, it's definitely worth watching. Definitely too short. I mean, by the end, there's a lot of characters I personally didn't care about. So, but still, it ended pretty well. And yeah, my only issue with it was that, it was too short.
Like,
all right,
more.
Janae,
Like
right,
to
Janae.
the point where they wouldn't make another season of it, Shaw?
It ended pretty pretty clearly an end.
Oh, okay.
I mean, one person is dead and one person can't talk anymore.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who, but you'll see how it ends.
Sounds like somebody dies. You won't know who.
All right, Janae, let's go
It's me.
ahead.
I'm dead.
All right, Janae, let's go ahead and get into your anime news if you have any for us tonight.
Oh,
She's like, oh, crap, I didn't plan this.
I mean, Janae, if you
Find
don't
some
tell
notes.
us, we're not going to pull
I-
your leg.
I technically don't. I just have like some anime that it's on my list of watching and stuff.
But what
Okay,
you
we
should- what
already
you
know
should do-
about
what-
Food
what-
Wars.
What do you
No,
suggest?
not Food Wars. Sorry.
What do you suggest?
Well, what I would suggest.
She's scrolling through
Is
Crunchyroll real quick. What can
for-
I say? What can I say? What can I say?
Shush.
Don't say
Well,
Food Wars. Don't say Food Wars. Don't say
What I'm
Food Wars.
currently watching
Don't tell me they
is
come out with a Food
called,
Wars too. Don't tell me that.
No.
Don't tell me
The
that.
ones I'm currently watching besides Code Geass, this one's called Shoshimin, How to Be Ordinary, and it's about these high schoolers that are trying to act basically ordinary, but then events happen, and so then they have to solve these crimes. And it's not like horrible crimes like, oh, who took this or who stole this kind of a thing. And so they're walking through situations and things, and like the two people that are trying to be ordinary keep getting pulled into these situations of becoming detectives, and they're like, but we just want to quote live normal lives, but then they don't. So
I have an anime suggestion. This popped into my head, and it's
Uh-oh.
horrible. But I want someone from Japan to hear my idea and then make it.
mm-hmm.
And you know how there's all those like, I started another world as a slime, or I started another world as this.
Mm-hmm.
I want the next one to be I started in another world as a food from Food Wars.
Oh no.
I want that to be the next anime, and I want someone to
Oh
make that.
no.
And I want to
Oh my
see.
gosh.
I think that anime would be great because then that person's going to be
Oh,
traumatized
no.
as the food, as everyone's trying to eat it, and everyone's clothes are
Yes.
falling off.
Yes. All right.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. But I believe Haikyuu, the volleyball anime, has dropped a few new episodes that I have not watched yet. So
Yuri on Ice? What? No.
Yeah, yeah.
no, they're not making another Yuri on Ice. I'm sorry. As far as I know.
Mhm.
It was still good.
Why not?
Without the love interest stuff, like the sports part wise was really, really good. Kind of a thing. But no. Haikyuu is just about volleyball. It was like a regular shonen thing. There's
Mhm.
then they're like, I want to win this tournament and become super cool, kind of a thing. So I just have to watch those. There's like 3 episodes that dropped. So
I never understood sports animes. I never understood it.
well, this one was I wasn't sure about this one either. And then it was like years later after it came out, I'm like, I wish to watch this. And I was like, I didn't think that I would be like this involved, be like, oh, cool, volleyball. Because I never played volleyball. I played soccer. I did track. I did, well, sports-wise, marching band, things like that.
They
So
should turn rollerball into an anime.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be cool.
That'd be
I'd
pretty
watch
cool,
that
probably.
sport.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
but yeah,
Bring back rollerball. The people forgot about that franchise. There you go.
And while we're speaking
and
about
then,
volleyball, the only volleyball I played was the Powder Puff game as a senior when we kicked the juniors' asses. So that's all I'm going to say.
All right. Thank
So
you,
Janae
Jimmy.
graduated class of 05 and,
then-
I graduated class of 04. So take that.
And then I need to catch up on My Hero Academia because that new season has dropped.
Yes.
And then I also need to catch up on Spy Family. So those are all my recommendations to people. And for people that like webtoons, True Beauty's out with episode 5 for the romantic people out there. So
Next week, Sinead will have her hentai recommendation for everyone,
Romance.
specifically for Ando.
Romance.
Wow.
True Beauty isn't a hentai. Okay.
Romance.
Janae has true beauty.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just not into that romance stuff, man. None of my anime. Hell
You know
no.
what? I'll totally take the romance. Romance
no.
leads to boing.
Not me. I don't want to see romance. I want to see some action.
Hey, Will, remember, romance leads to boing, boing leads to boobies.
Not all.
He wants to skip that step and just go straight to boobies.
There you go.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
all
I
he
will
wants.
do whatever I gotta do.
We
for
gotta
boobies,
fast track
man.
this thing. We ain't got no time for the dinner.
Smut,
We ain't got.
smut's gonna
Hey.
smut. You know what I mean?
Hey, we gotta go. We gotta fast track this thing. I ain't got time to get to know you at the dinner. We just need to go on straight to it.
Everyone here has a secret smut
Oh, my
folder
goodness.
on their
Will has it
laptop
figured
or
out.
phone.
Will
It's
has
okay,
it
it
figured out,
happens.
right? But I'm still that kind of wine and dine gentleman, Will. So you fast track it.
Fast tracking, buddy.
Ando,
Fast tracking.
I love you, Ando, but at the moment you're a broke ass bitch. So you'll take whatever you can get right now.
Motherfucker, I'm catching that enough at home, and you're gonna join in on. Fuck you, guy.
You're looking for a sugar mama, and you'll take whatever you can get. I love you, Ando.
I must step away. I have been just absolutely defeated tonight. No, I totally can't.
No, you're
All
I'm gonna
not.
make.
You
All
need to
right.
say,
Let me,
say, I love you.
I love you.
all right. Let me go over to Diamond real quick. Now, you got any video game news for us, real quick?
Sorry.
Got your breath, Diamond. It's all good.
Diamond's laughing again. Oh my god.
Oh, goodness gracious.
PlayStation is set to shut down the new game Concord after 2 weeks after
Yeah, that's
launch.
bad.
I heard about
And will
that.
start refunding players after becoming the running joke in gaming news with their low player count.
What is
When are they
Concord and
giving
what
the money
happened?
back?
So it's
They
like
have less than 100 people
Overwatch,
in it.
but for PlayStation.
And it just
Yeah.
absolutely tanked.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't do a good job at marketing it, so I didn't even know when it dropped.
Okay.
And then two,
I didn't even.
So it dropped like last week.
yeah, 2 weeks
Oh,
ago, yeah.
please.
Yeah,
And
'cause I
already
think
taken.
they
Damn.
they pulled the plug after I think they said 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And well, the problem is they looked and they had like less than 100 players playing. And I think the issue is again they didn't market it. Two, it unfortunately like as much as I love Overwatch, today if Overwatch came out today, I don't think it would do well because there's too many games that are free to play
Yeah.
and they're shooters. And so Concord, and they're talking about making Concord that. They're talking about re-releasing it as a free-to-play platform because, yeah, you have so many of those games out there that people just can do the free-to-play shooters, and then people will buy like the loot boxes or buy the season pass or buy the whatever pass, you know. And so, it sucks that it happened that way. I just think if they wanted Concord to do well, they should have marketed it better.
And,
Now, the
and Marvel's Rivals didn't help with either because it's pretty much the same damn thing. That's what Marvel
Yeah.
did.
Well, that's not out yet on console. That's not till December.
Yep.
But
Now,
it's not
are they
gonna help.
refunding it to like wallets where it's going to be PlayStation currency, or are they going to give them fully
Place
their
the
money
money back.
back?
They're going to give them their money back.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's money back. Yeah.
People can still buy the physical copies on they're going crazy on eBay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no one's going to buy that stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to buy a physical copy of the game that didn't do shit on digital.
On
Yeah,
a game
absolutely.
that got shut down, she doesn't even work right now.
Yeah,
The servers are closed.
Because it'll be cost a lot of money later.
True.
that's true.
Possible. Yeah.
As
Possible.
far as we know, a year from now, Concord, if it gets released free to play, could be the next big like free to play game. Concord could be potentially great.
If it's
Yeah.
marketed better.
Yeah.
Better marketing team. They should call me.
There you go.
Call Ty. Ty's
Come
the
up with that
one.
strategy.
He will help you
Come up with that
broadcast your game
strategy.
for fun. Call Ty.
Apparently, Phil Spencer has said that he has made some of the worst game choice decisions by passing on both Guitar Hero and Destiny, but has no regrets.
Mm.
Daddy
regret
Xbox
giving
will
you don't-
retire.
Two big ones.
you don't regret giving up. Okay.
I will say.
Yeah.
Daddy
I didn't
Xbox
play-
needs to retire.
I didn't play Destiny. I like it, dude. Guitar Hero. I think he messed up on. I'd be all right with or without Destiny.
Yeah,
so.
but now that you have the Activision Bungie thing going on, it's like
True.
full circle in a way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Apparently, Squirrel with a Gun is now available.
What?
This is a game called Squirrel with a Gun.
Oh, I've seen.
Yeah, my son was telling me about that. Yeah.
Is
I
it like
don't
a
know about
version of that Goose game where the goose just steals stuff and it's a squirrel with a gun just going around shooting people or what?
Yeah, basically.
Squirrel with
Yeah.
a gun.
And my son was telling me about that.
You say
Oh my gosh!
squirrel
Hold up!
with a
Hold
gun?
on. Diamond, I don't mean to interrupt, Diamond.
Mhm.
But I'm just looking at something online. It just came up on my feed. A new Twilight TV show is set in Netflix.
Oh yeah, they're
I
talking
believe
about it.
it's animated. I believe.
Oh, don't know what. Who
And
asked for that?
it's following Midnight Suns, which is the Edward perspective of it, apparently.
No one asked
Who
for this
asked
shit.
for this?
I've never read the books or watched the movies, so I don't know. And
Hold up
I
now.
Oh my
did
Hold up now.
that
Wait a
for-
minute. Wait a 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 minute, Janae. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What?
You've never seen a Twilight movie.
I have never seen a Twilight movie.
Why would we need to?
Oh my gosh. Because it fits Janae's profile. That's why I'm saying.
I kind of roped into
No,
it. with my mom,
there's no food in it. There's no food in it. Come on.
But you got all that mushy and romance stuff in it.
Breaking news:
It's not
Janae
even
has
real
never
romance.
watched any
It's just-
Twilight movies
just
or read the
cringe.
books. News
It's
at
just
11.
cringe.
So there is a graphic novel of Twilight for the first movie, and I have it.
I'm just saying.
really?
I'm
Mhm.
just saying. Yeah,
I
Kat
just
did the
gotta
same
say,
thing.
Janae, thank God
With
she's
food in it.
yeah,
There's
thank
good
God,
thought in it.
thank
There's
God,
good thought in it.
But you
Thank
but
God.
you do have you do have that conflict that between the vampire and the wolf. I thought that would be something you would want to watch.
I love you, but I can't be with you.
Well, this
Hold on.
was when it came out. Is at the peak of I will only read manga kind of a thing.
guys, just
Or
remember.
graphic novels, and so I was just like, because I love reading, but like if the story, like people were telling me about it, I was like, I don't want to.
She's like, that's too mainstream.
Guys, just remember,
yeah, basically.
we're all just jealous of Janae because she didn't have to watch Kristen Stewart. Like, oh my God, like, I don't want you, but like, I need you.
I
I
was
did
forced to
watch
watch one of
her
them.
for the Snow White movie, so unfortunately.
The Huntsman?
Maybe a little of the same.
Yeah, the
I don't
Huntsman.
think it's on the
The movie
same
was
level.
good, but
Wasn't
she, like,
that bad?
I know that one wasn't bad, but like
I never
Yeah.
saw it. So.
But
I've
she
never
didn't
saw it. So y'all can
act
jump on me about that. I've never seen that
like
movie.
Twilight.
I
so
Snow
will-
White and the Huntsman?
It's not bad. It's pretty
it's
decent.
not bad, but
Have you guys seen the release picture for Squirrel with the Gun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Nice.
It is literally a squirrel with a
Hold the
gun.
gun.
What
They
is
are
it?
not like-
And they showed some video of it. It's
They
like
Mhm.
it shows him firing the gun, and the recoil just knocks him 20 yards back.
Mhm.
This game drove me nuts
Yeah,
in the
the
best way
finishers in that
possible.
game. I've seen.
For Goat Simulator lovers, Squirrel with the Gun is a must play. Like
now
fight tooth
here's
claw.
something we know you'll really like.
Gotta get it, man. You gotta get it, man.
Go into bowling.
You gotta
go
get
away
it. We gotta get it in streaming.
revenge.
That's what we gotta do.
Yes.
You gotta get it in streaming. Go Squirrel with a Gun. Rated PG-13. All right, go ahead, Dom.
Oh, that was all I had.
Cool.
More like rated R, Will.
Ah. Rated R Squirrel.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
I was like, are we gonna talk about? I saw in the. I don't know if you have time, but did you want to talk about the Lincoln Park stuff or now?
We'll get to that. That's on the list. It's on the list. Don't worry.
Let's go ahead and get to the most important parts. Let's go ahead and talk about that now, Shaw. Go ahead, break it down for us.
Oh, you want to talk about Linkin Park?
Yeah, we're gonna do it now real quick.
I no problem. So Linkin Park just announced a tour, the new album, which will be called From Zero, and they announced their new co-singer, Emily Armstrong from the band Dead Sarah. Anyone interested? Anyone see anything?
They've
There's
had a
some-
roller coaster the last 24 hours.
Yeah, they also released a music video too, to mention that.
Oh
too.
wow. Oh wow.
Personally
Well,
speaking,
they also did a live show on Thursday night for releasing of her.
Right, yeah, that's it.
LA or whatever, yeah.
I like it. I think she's pretty. Nobody will ever replace Chester.
Mm-hmm.
But in his place, I think they got the right sound and the right voice for it. I like it.
Talent-wise, yes.
I will buy the album.
Talent wise, I think she's
Yep.
does very well.
I think anybody who I think anybody who brings Linkin Park down or says that it doesn't sound the same need to get their head out of their ass. Again, nobody can replace Chester, but Linkin Park wants to keep making music, and you should not stop making music just because one of your if you love what you do, you will keep making music and move forward.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up, Kat. That's the roller coaster for the 24 hours. Is that's the other side of that coin? Is there's been some skeletons in her closet because, of course, when you start to become big and when you get the spotlight on you, things come up, and there's some things coming out about her that here's the thing. I don't know because none of them have really been proven. Actually, during this podcast, I was reading one of the articles just to keep up to date on it. It's one of those things where some of these things have not been addressed. Her ties to the Church of Scientology, her ties to the Danny Masterson situation. So I unfortunately I'm gonna have to say is they're gonna need to make a better statement right now because there's not a good statement out about it. I don't think this is something you can sweep under the rug. Because people are questioning, and the thing is Chester, people who know Chester Bennington, who loved him, he stood against he's an advocate for a lot of things, and some of the things that she seems to be associated with, obviously no one really knows for sure. It's, nothing's come out.
It's all speculation.
So it's all speculation. Allegedly. But allegedly. Some of the stuff that she's allegedly part of would be very against Chester. Like it would be very anti what Chester stood for. So I'm hoping that it's all fake. Like I'm hoping that they come out and it's all miscommunication or people who were just mad that it's a female singer and so they made up fake things. I'm hoping some of that's true. But I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know. But they need to address it. It's been 48 hours now since she's come out as the new singer. There's been that roller coaster of that backlash of that information. They just haven't really done any real addressment. The only thing they talked about was lightly on the Danny Masterson, but even then, if you read the article that she gave, it's very it feels dodgy. It's very much like, well, I'm going to talk about it, but I'm not going to talk about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
You guys. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get on out of here for the night. But before we do, I want to know what everybody is doing this week, what everybody's got going on. Let's see. Let's start with Diamond. What you doing this week, Diamond?
So for this week, I'm gonna try to stream, or I'm about to be finished with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot with the Boo Saga. So I'm gonna try to finish streaming that up, and then I'll probably start streaming or continue streaming Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Did you finish Sword Art?
No, not yet. The game's too long.
You don't need to finish it.
No, she needs Will as a special guest. That's why she's waiting.
I ain't even played the game, and you don't need to finish it. No.
It's the gun one, too. Will would like that one.
Yeah, you would.
Will, just admit it. It's better than Food Wars. You can try it out. You can watch a stream for Diamond. You'll be fine.
Okay, I'll live. Okay.
You gotta stick with me.
All right. Let me see. Speaking of Food Wars, Janae, what you got going on?
Today. What? Huh?
Huh? What? Who? What? Me?
I wasn't ready.
Spotlight.
Well, we're
What?
hoping
on?
to not my old bookcase that's in the living room has been commandeered by the kids' books and DVDs, and we're hoping to take all the DVDs out and put my figurines back in that case, so they're not just stuffed in the closet anymore.
There you go.
So, so that
you just want to put your bunny made characters out. I get it. We all want those out.
The only stuff that I have is Sailor Moon, some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and some little wooden character girls that are in kimonos. They're different figurines. So that's all I got. I don't got a made outfit thing yet.
I promise you.
We have to go get her one for Christmas. Okay.
I promise y'all. I got a Janae Funko Pop coming out real soon.
Yeah, make a couple of them. We'll all buy one.
Heck yeah, we'll all get a Janae Funko Pop. Yeah.
Make it with a speaker and you press the button.
I love you.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to have Janae record some voice tones to send to us so we can have a couple of them preloaded.
The first voice.
Food Wars is amazing.
Diamonds will be like, "You can do it, Diamond. You can beat this game."
Mine would be I hate SL. That'd be mine.
No, Will's would be Asian women. To me.
Me, my Asian women. Oh my gosh. All right, let me go to my man Shaw. Shaw, what you got going on this week, man?
Mostly I'm just rewatching The Flash from the beginning. Just marveling at how great the first 2 seasons were.
First 2 seasons were
And
awesome.
yeah, I mean, stuff
never
that they
finished
set
that.
up, how they, it was really, really good.
Are you watching it with the Green Arrow at the same time? Because that's a
no,
good way to watch it too.
No, I prefer to just watch a full season and just watch the crossovers while I watch the full seasons. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I do it too. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, what you got going on this week, man?
Work, reading comic books, maybe. Well, I'd like to say I'm going to turn on my Xbox to play video games, but most likely that probably won't happen because I know that Warhammer is coming out this week, and I was debating on seeing if it's going to be on. I think it's going to be on Game Pass, so I was kind of wanting to try it, but I don't know if I'll get around to it. But yeah, reading, catching up on comic books. If people have been following me on Instagram, since I was sick, I had a lot of bed rest, so I blew through a bunch of TV shows like season 1 of Chaos, the Terminator Zero, and then I started watching the For All Mankind on Apple TV. I'm on season 4 now. I started it last week, and I'm on season 4 already. But that's been a fun one. So maybe I'll try and finish season 4 of For All Mankind if I can.
And myself, I got a couple of I got a character I need to unlock in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links that I haven't really paid attention to. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on that. Probably starting tomorrow, so I can get this character unlocked done before the 12th. All right, we'll save the rest of our rundown list for next week. If there's nothing else, nobody has anything else. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining in to the Geek Gauntlet podcast. Thank you, Rick, for coming through. We'll appreciate you being a guest on the show tonight. Thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll see you guys again next week right here on the Geek Gauntlet podcast. Everyone have a good night, have a good weekend, and take care.
Bye.